right, man. Let's talk about Roiman Vila getting knocked out by Jaron Ennis in the 10th round. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Check out the Fire Reaction playlist. I fell asleep last night. I knew when I turned the TV off, yeah, it was gonna be a wrap. When I was in the bed, I'm like, dog. I went and got a massage, and I knew that was pretty much, I knew that was a wrap. Um, I knew that was a wrap. But shit, I woke up. It was like 2:50 a.m. Looked at my phone, went back to sleep. But I did wake up in the morning, and I was able to rewatch the fight. Now, if you don't know, if you don't like rewatch it before like midday 12, um, Eastern Standard Time, it's already taken down. So you got to catch it before 12, and watch the fight. I would say around 11, so you can get to watch the whole fight, depending on the duration of the fight. But don't forget, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget, check out my new channel, Free Game 89. 2 3s instead of E's, but the links in the description. It'll take you there faster. I kind of uploaded my first official video. I think it's my third video, and I got a bunch of shorts over there. You can glance through that. Make sure you sub over there. Check out the new video over there. That'll kind of be more of the topics. But what you see there. But yeah, man, I watched the fight. And I told y'all what was gonna happen with Jaron Boots Ennis. You was gonna have a lot of people who was saying, "Oh, he got exposed by Karen Turkertan," and you know, um, he was exposed, and he was overhyped, and then you was gonna have people, he's gonna come back and have a great performance tonight, and people was gonna jump back on his dick again. I told y'all that was gonna happen. Pause. Um, I told y'all that was gonna be the case. I've been around this boxing stuff long enough. We knew what he was gonna do last night. I don't think that changes the Cherkajan fight changed my opinion. I don't think the Roiman Vila fight changed my opinion. I just learned out about Roiman Vila when he fought Rashidi Ellis. So he was a negative 1300 last night, Jaron Ennis, and Roiman Vila was just around on FanDuel plus 720. So what that means is if you bet 100 on Roiman Vila just to flat out win, robbery, knockout points, majority decision, split decision, you would bring home $720. Every 100 you bet, you had to bet 1,300 for Jaron Ennis to win. So I didn't learn too much more about Jaron Ennis. I felt that he can take a shot because Roiman Vila is heavy-handed, but Vila did hurt him in that third round on the ropes. I think he hurt. Not I don't say hurt, but he caught his attention with a good body shot. Jaron Ennis after the fight said he also caught his attention with an uppercut, but he said he didn't feel a lot of those shots because he rose with the shots. But I know he hit him with a good body in the third round. Hit him with a body shot to the side, and you seen Jaron Ennis kind of hold on a little bit. So, but I'll tell you what happened and what went wrong and what went right. Where did we go wrong? I love Together Devotion, LTD. Shout out to Jeffrey Osborne and them. So basically, what happened in this fight was Roiman Vila thought he was gonna walk Jaron Ennis down without a stick, without a jab, and all that did was get his ass whooped. No head movement, no jab, no foot movement for real. He didn't try to use angles. He didn't mount a body attack. And what was so funny, early on, Jaron Ennis was the one who mounted the body attack. That's what allowed him to get the 10th round stoppage. It wasn't the headshots. Roiman Vila could take the headshots. It was the body shots that allowed Jaron Ennis to really get that stoppage at the end. He took the air out the tires, but Roiman Vila did not utilize the jab. You can't walk down somebody and not utilize the jab. That's been active. That's a skill. This wasn't Rashidi Ellis. You cannot walk down somebody without a jab, and that's what he attempted to do. And what that jab that and then what made it worse for him, in all honesty, what made it worse for him was Jaron Ennis came out and he used this jab. That's what made it worse. Jaron Ennis came out and utilized his jab. So he threw like 50 some jabs in the first round to like Roiman Vila's 12. So he came out jabbing. So how can you close the gap on somebody? And I guess he thought this was I guess he thought this was, in my opinion, I think he thought this was like Rashidi Ellis, where he had just applied pressure. He applied pressure. He gonna slow down, right? But I'm trying to figure out, how do you apply the pressure, right? I'm trying to figure out, how do you apply the pressure, but you don't throw a jab, you don't, rip the body, right? And he was getting boots into some close corners. Let's be real. He was getting Jaron Ennis in some close corners, but not being able to rip the body, not being able to use the jab to get on the inside, not using no type of angles, coming down this pipe with a straight line without a jab. How does that work? How does that work? And that's what you got to ask yourself. That's going to work with the average fighter. That's going to work with the average fighter, where, because the average fighter today, they not match made. It's not great matchmaking. So they don't know how to handle pressure. So as long as you can take the shot, you roll a few shots, blase, blah, blase, blah. Then you can rally at the end, and they tire themselves out from excessive movement. Jaron Ennis did not panic when the pressure came. Rashidi Ellis, from what it looked like to me catching the end of the fight, he panicked when the pressure came. He moved. He never held his ground. When you fight a pressure fighter, you have to go out there and get respect. You have to go out there and get respect. There's no there's no if buts about it. You have to go out there and get respect. You have to go out there and get respect. And he established respect right away. He knew Roiman Vila was gonna take a minute to back him up. He knew those things. So he went out there, established his jab, established his power, established, uppercuts, hooks, switching. He established all that. That's how you do it. You establish all of that. And that's what he did. Right? Then he proceeded to walk him. Then he proceeded to walk him and use angles and walk him into shots. But Roiman Vila not coming to bring a jab. Now he did try to counter Jaron Ennis, and he had some success. Uppercuts, straight rights. He tried the left hook when he was in the southpaw position. He did catch boots a couple times, but one shot not gonna do it. You catch a guy in between shots with one shot. He coming back with 3 or 4 shots. He just was outskilled, outgunned, and his game plan was pretty much non-existent. His game plan was pretty much non-existent. And that's what happened. His game plan was pretty much non-existence. He thought he was going to do the same thing with Rashidi Ellis. He was going to fade down the stretch. Right? And then he was going to take over, and that didn't happen. So, and with Jaron Ennis, what did well? Notice how Jaron Ennis fought Roiman Vila on the inside. And compared to what Errol Spence did with Sean Porter. Look how Jaron Ennis made him a smaller target on the inside. Even though Roiman Vila was able, because he's a shorter fighter, it appeared, even though Roiman Vila was able to get up under him, look how he made himself into a smaller target. And he was able to crouch down, get leverage, and really defeat Vila on the inside. That's how you fight on the inside. You don't stand straight up on the inside and give somebody a whole torso. And that's what I was trying to explain. And he banged him out on the inside. Pause. So, but yeah, you know, he looked good. But when you're a negative 1,300, you did what you were supposed to do. My opinion hasn't changed. He got a knockout in the 10th round. That's okay. Check mark. Check mark. That's what I say. Check mark. Check mark. That's exactly what I say. Check mark. Now it seems like he can get his power carry. It seemed like his power carry into the later rounds. So yeah, but I didn't learn anything new about him. I learned he could take Roiman Vila's pressure. I learned he can carry his power late, but other than that, it's nothing really new. It's nothing really new that I already didn't know about him. So, you know, even with him fighting stay on this, I don't, next I don't think we find out nothing new. Another guy that just stand there and take punishment. Keith Thurman will be a very interesting fight, but that's another video. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Check out the Fire Reaction playlist for more videos like this. Also heard he sold out the joint last night, so it's a good look for your first Showtime main event. Peace.